Okay, I guess you said that some people can stay here through the end of their life if they want to. How does that work since you guys don't function as a hospice? Like, do you know what I mean?
Right, well, we can contract hospice.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, certainly. Ashley Manors actually does have their own hospice care.
Okay.
But the family has the ability to choose whatever hospice care that they want. So we are not hospice, we're assisted living, but we can contract with a company who is hospice care and have them come in and take care of people. So we have the ability to work contractually with that.
Okay.
And we do. There are certain needs, and I apologize, I don't know what they are, but there are certain things that we cannot do. You know, if we get to a certain point where we cannot meet the needs of the residents, then, you know, we work with the family in moving them, because we, as I said, Ashley Manor owns several houses. Sometimes we can move them into one of our smaller houses where their needs can be met better.
Okay.
You know, because we're not a lockdown unit.
Right.
And there are some people with Alzheimer's, dementia, certain you know, illnesses that have to have a lockdown facility. And so if there's a situation that comes up to where we can't meet the need of the resident, then we work with the families to try to find them somewhere that will and can meet them for their own safety and for the safety of the other residents.
So Ashley Manor, they have different levels of homes. Like they have the assisted living, they have nursing homes and hospice homes.
Most of it we don't have a particularly nursing homes, but there's dementia and Alzheimer's care units.
Okay.
And they usually are just much smaller houses. They're lockdown units, so there's a code to get in and out of the building. Or they can go freely in and out the back door, but the back door, you know, has a fence, it's high fence and no gate. You know, so it's basically for the safety of the resident. And also a lot of times when you have residents and people who have Alzheimer's and dementia, they may become aggressive. And so then you also have to look at the care of others, right? The other residents. So we have to, like I said, we still have to meet the majority of the need. Right. Majority need. So.
Okay. Thank you. You guys do like room inspections or anything like that to make sure that they're not hoarding?
We don't really do room inspections. We have, you know, we clean their rooms, you know, on a regular basis. We also. It's funny you use the word hoarding because we do have people who are hoarders.
Yeah.
You know, and so there are certain people where we do cleans, major cleans, you know, and sometimes we'll find stuff then. But no, we do not. I mean, they're adults. Yeah. You know, and you have to stop and think that, you know, they're adults. They can make decisions for themselves. And, you know, it's their personal property. Right. You know, they pay for personal. It's just like rent. I mean, just because I pay my landlord rent doesn't mean that he has the right to come into my property. Right. You know, it's still my personal property, and he has to provide reason, and you know, so it's the same. Okay. But you know, cleaning and sometimes deep cleaning, sometimes we can find stuff. But then you also, you know. You've talked about it, and we've mentioned it. Sometimes, you know, you get to know the people, and you know the people who do it, and you know the people who don't. Yeah. So, you know, it's more of a routine for the people that you know who habitually, you know, buy stuff, you know, to, you know, keep an eye on. What I do is I just keep an eye on their bags. You know, when they're coming out of the store and stuff like that. What do you got there? You know, and I tell them, you know that you're not supposed to have that, you know, I'm going to have to tell, you know, and they know that I will, because I do, you know, I'm required to. Right. And I do, I'm a tattletale, so.
Well, you could lose your job if you didn't, couldn't you?
I could, so it's very important, but it's not even my job that's at residence, it's more important for them to know that. And eventually, that's the goal, is you know, to let them know that, you know, we care enough about you that we don't want to take the risks that this could entail. Right. So.
What would you say, I mean, obviously everybody in here is different. What would you say is the majority of the the needs of the people here, the issues that you see?
There is no majority need.
No.
I mean, it really has to account individually. But I suppose if you wanted to look at it, and I'm sorry, but this is extremely basic, but they all need assistance.
Right.
Right? They all need something in regards to living independently. So whether it's overseeing medications, whether it's overseeing, their daily care in regards to showers or, taking care of their meals or those type of things. Everybody here needs assistance. That's what it's called, assisted living. And so, it's extremely basic, but in reality, that's what it boils down to. They need some sort of assistance in regards to just taking care of themselves.
Okay. Are they allowed to bring, their own belongings?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have people who have their pets, their dogs and their cats and their clothes and, there's a couple of rooms if you walked in you go, wow, you look at the furniture and they're going, it's definitely theirs.
Yeah.
But we also have people who don't have furniture and don't have those things, and we can accommodate that as well, so.
Okay. That's all I have. I'm actually done now.
Okay.